So this is going to be a little video about my personal favorite out-of-home entertainment experience I've ever had, and potentially one of the best VR experiences I've ever had as well. Best experience was an experience I tried out in New York. It's called Polygon VR, set up by Neurogaming, a Russian company that is basically known for World of Tanks, and they've created this incredible platform, and it involves sort of motion capture suits. And the reason why I thought it was so incredible was because they created this arena, and obviously it was a first-person shooter because that's, for some reason, everything in virtual reality is a first-person shooter. Put on the suit, put on the trackers.
Alright. Okay. Everything?
Yeah.
We actually don't need these, so let's just... Okay, now you should take a T-pose, so we can do your skeleton here.
And I was given a gun, which wasn't a real gun, it was just a fake gun with some trackers on it. Myself and Kevin were put in these suits, we had trackers on, we had the PC laptops on our back, and then we had this huge, massive space that we were able to physically walk around in. I've done out-of-home entertainment in a huge warehouse space before, also a Russian company, Anvio VR, which was also a first-person shooter with zombies and you had to kind of survive. That was impressive, but for some reason this was more impressive because whilst Kevin and myself were in this virtual space together, there was another character in that same space with us in the virtual world as well, in real time. It was a guy who was tuning in from Moscow, who was also in a motion capture suit and sort of wearing what we were wearing. Oh my god.
No fingers at the moment, but it will soon.
Am I attached to a wire that's attached to the
No.
wall?
It's a muscle guy.
Oh my god! Hello?
Do you hear him?
I hear him.
Perfect.
He just walked through a wall. Oh my god. No, this is... He's oh my god!
What's your name? Ivan, my name is Ivan. So is your height calibrated so that we're the same height, or are you actually that height in real life?
Around 77.
Okay, you're a lot taller in real life than you are, because I'm a lot shorter than you.
It was the strangest thing just playing this game with him.
Clap. Then right hand. Clap. Left hand. Clap. Two hands. Okay?
Are you playing patty cake back there?
Ладушки, ладушки.
Ладушки.
Где жили у бабушки?
Really, children?
And, you know, I didn't quite get what he was saying, and it was very clear from his body language and what he was doing that he was extremely tired. I'm sure that he must have showcased this to a lot of other people before. And we just walked around in this space and we went on a mission.
If you push this button, everything will be shooting you. Everybody, these guys you see,
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
thinking.
our enemies and they will shoot in us.
Well, surely we just take them out with
When you
shots.
push this button, they will start.
Okay, well... Do we have a health meter as well? Alright, okay. Ivan's bored, he's like... doing this so many times. He's like, whatever. Okay.
You must
Okay.
activate friends.
Are we being shot from somewhere?
Oh wait.
You walked into me.
Activate
Yes, that guy
crane.
there.
Platform across from the control tower. Turn on the computer there. It's gonna sound nuts, but don't
Sniper!
They're coming in.
Sniper?
take someone
Yes.
across the platform to do that.
Snipers on the top of towers. Be careful.
I'm a ghost! I must have
You
died.
died.
I'm dead. Do I have to walk back into it? Yes.
Sniper
Oh,
here.
there's another one. There's another one here.
No.
All four of you.
Is there friendly fire on or?
Waiting for your signal.
You lose health.
Yes, I am. Oh, great.
I did just kill you.
Yes, you did. Well done.
Brilliant.
You know, Kevin and I, we were in there for an hour. An hour. We had absolutely no idea that we had been in the experience for an hour, and then suddenly we jumped out, and I was thinking, oh my god, like, everything is moving a lot slower right now. It's very, very strange. It's kind of like the frame rate has like dropped all of a sudden, and I'm physically moving slower, and it's this very weird experience of, I guess, being in virtual reality for way too long. But so the reason why I thought this was the best virtual reality experience out of home entertainment is because the fact that I was interacting with someone else in another country, and the idea, the prospect of them opening up different studios around the world and everyone being in the same virtual world, and they're somewhere else, and like, you know, we can physically see each other. It's a whole body suit, so it's from feet to knees to like arms and legs and head, and you know, I was kicking objects with my feet and pulling triggers and opening doors, and it worked. It went very, very smooth.
I'm tempted to almost kick it, but I don't think that's a...
One more time. Nice.
Imagine if there's someone in China, there's someone in Amsterdam, and there's someone in New York, and you can create a virtual world, like anything you could possibly imagine, from Jurassic Park to the galaxy to going underwater and, you know, it's a maze, or Fortnite, you know, like a Hunger Games type experience where everybody in real time and in the virtual world, there's an objective, there's a story. And that really excites me because it's a new form of entertainment. It's mixing video games with virtual reality, with live action TV, because this can then be broadcast live. It could potentially be like a reality TV show, esports experience. On top of that, you can also have audience members with their phones or their tablets. They could be interacting and changing the world, kind of like in Hunger Games, and helping their teams. Like, I don't know, Eurovision Song Contest, but they impact the virtual world that people are going in. I don't think it's great, you know, to do for hours and hours and hours, but you know, you could potentially condense a whole story, a whole adventure that could be random, sporadic, and very social, because each experience is unique and can be altered and changed according to what people want, you know? So it's incredibly interactive on so many different levels. I would try and do something that is an escape the room experience that could be like horror comedy. Like, what, you know, what would you do if you put some comedians in there? And it's also the culture clashes as well that could be quite funny as well. I don't know. It just blows my mind, and it's that for me is the one thing that really excites me about virtual reality. But I'm interested in story, I'm interested in interactivity. It reminds me of when I was playing Battlefield 4, and you can like download the app on your iPad, and you can, you know, drop down health packs and help your team out, spot the enemy. You're not physically playing the game, but you're still part of the world, you're still interacting with it, and it still grabbed me. I thought that was the best out-of-home entertainment experience. I know that there's more I have to try out. I've tried out The Void, I've tried out Anvio VR, I've tried out a Swiss VR experience that was also multiplayer, and the key word here is definitely social VR, multiplayer, full body tracking, live broadcasts, interacting with audience. Like, all of this ticks so many boxes, and I'm so excited to see what's going to happen in the future. And then I'm very curious how they're going to behave when there's different types of languages and different cultures, and to see how that how that will interact. That's just, it'll be so funny. It's kind of like that show, The Island, you know, where they put the men and the women on different islands and told them to survive. And seeing all of that social hierarchy come forward. I'm just throwing ideas at you. Just know that it came from here. It came from VR Focus. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me about your favorite virtual reality experience that was out of home. Was it an arcade? Did you put on a PC laptop? What do you think of the stories that I just pitched to you? Would you want to watch something like this? Would you want to participate? Would you, on your smartphone, also try and interact as part of the show or series or whatever you want to call it? I don't even have a name for it because it doesn't exist yet. What are your thoughts? Tell me what you think. Add them to the comment section below, tweet us at VRFocus, and I will see you in the next video.